Happy Monday! The heat wave has officially arrived. Oh my goodness, it is warm, but I'm not going to go on about it because literally everybody, their dog, their cat, their auntie and their uncle are talking about the heat wave at the moment, but I love the sun. Like, it does something to my mood. Like, I've woken up this morning in the most positive, happy, just motivated mood that I felt in like such a long time. And I mean, it's probably obviously due to the fact that we've been in such like our little happy engagement bubble recently, and everything has just been incredible. I've had the most amazing few days like with the family. The sun is out. I managed to get back to the gym this morning, which is good, and that always like, oh, makes me feel so much better within my body. I need to find a closer gym to me because I'm traveling to one that's sort of like half an hour away, and I think that's what's sort of like putting me off, because I'm almost like, it takes an hour out of my day traveling to get to the gym, and then when I'm there it's like another 45 minutes to an hour, and then by the time I get back it's literally like 2, nearly 3 hours out of my day, and I'm just like, oh, I'd rather not do that. But there is a gym closer that I am going to be trying hopefully this week. I just get a little bit of like gym anxiety when I try somewhere new, because I like going in knowing where everything is. I don't know why, but I shouldn't have this fear because I don't have it with like anything else, so I don't know why it's like different when walking into a gym. But for some reason I don't like feeling like the newbie in a gym. Like, I like walking in knowing where the machines are that I want to use, like knowing where like the studio is if I'm going into a class. But I'm just going to face the fear and get over it, because that's what I do with everything else. So I need to have like the same mental attitude when it comes to the gym. So right here, right now, I'm saying I'm going to try a new gym this week because I know they do like a 3-day pass, and I want to go and try out one of the classes because they do a lot more variety of classes at this gym that I want to try, and I much prefer going in, doing a class, getting it done, getting out, especially if I'm on sort of like a cut and I'm trying to like up my cardio, which I'm doing at the moment. Although I do love weight training so much, like there's nothing better than like coming out of like, I love a back day, I love leg days. I wouldn't actually know which is my favourite between upper and lower, to be fair, but I do love weight training, but I do also love like the quick, like get it done, sweat it out of a class, and they do have much more of a variety of classes at this new gym. So I do want to try that. But yeah, that's kind of where my head is like this Monday morning. I'm feeling really good, really positive, really happy, and I am sort of like thinking that I'm pushing myself to do this cut, as I've just said. I've lost a little bit of like discipline where we've been away, where I've just been like drinking, eating what I want, which I absolutely love doing. But at the same time, I also really feel it within my body. Like, I prefer it so much when I'm eating like nutritious foods. I'm making sure I get in my 3 litres a day. I'm making sure that I move my body. I always like end up feeling like this, like the endorphins are flowing, and my like mental attitude today is just like on a new level. Like, I'm feeling so good. So I want to like keep this up and really discipline myself to do it, especially over like the next couple of weeks. I've got a wedding to go to in like 2 weeks, and I've got this beautiful dress, and I just want to be feeling my best in it. So I like giving myself a little goal or like timeline to work towards, because then I feel like I'm aiming for something. And I know just in general I should probably just aim to feel like my best self, but when I've got like, for me anyway personally, when I've got sort of like a timeline on it, I always like stick to it more when I know that there's like an end goal in sight, and creating like little mini goals. So yeah, I've got a wedding in 2 weeks that I really want to just like feel my best towards. So I've put myself on a bit of a cut, sort of like calorie wise, and just focusing on myself wise. Like, I want to make sure that I do get up and go to the gym, even if it is just for sort of like what I fancy that day. Like, I'm not putting like a restrictive workout plan in place. I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do that day. So today it's really warm, and for some reason I decided that I wanted to do some cardio, but I got up and went to the gym at 6 o'clock this morning, so it wasn't like, although actually it was like 25 degrees. It wasn't that like hot, especially in the gym when the air conditioning's on. It was actually quite pleasant being in the gym at that time with the air conditioning on. But yeah, I did some cardio. So I literally did 10k on the bike. I did about 20 minutes on the cross trainer, 10 minutes on the stepper. And then I was like, you know what? I feel good. I've had a good sweat. I'm gonna go home. And that's what I kind of like want to do. Just work out to make me feel good rather than like a number on the scales or something like that, because for me, like, I can very easily become focused by the number on the scale. So I've said to myself as well, although I like using it as a good measuring tool, like when I'm like in the right mental state sort of thing, I'm just gonna go off by how I feel. And today I'm feeling so good. I don't need to sort of like have a number reflect that on the scales for me, and I really need to like drill that into my head more, because there's been some points where I've literally like got on the scales every single day, and some people can do that like healthily, but for me it becomes a little bit too much. So I've said that if I do want to like get on the scales at all, it'll be in a couple of weeks time. But what a ramble. What a big Monday morning ramble for you, but oh my goodness. I just wanted to like offload that, because that's how I'm feeling. That's sort of like what I want to take away from this week, is just motivating myself to become the best version of myself, because I've been on this sort of like journey and trying to do it over and over again, and then I slip off the bandwagon, and then it's 2 weeks later and all of a sudden I haven't been to the gym, I'm not eating like very well, and yeah, but that's what we're gonna do anyway. I'm channeling, can't say it. I'm channeling, I'm channeling it for this week, and hopefully for weeks to come anyway. But yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really happy. I also tried this new moisturiser this morning. I'm so late to the bandwagon. I seen Ash and Mary Lou, and pretty much everybody under the sun used this apart from myself, and I thought, you know what, I really want to give it a go. And people aren't joking when they say this is really thick. Like, it's almost so thick that you can hardly, like, you need to work with it quickly because it is thick on your face. But oh my goodness, I literally feel like I am glowing. Like, I probably would actually prefer to use this as a night cream where it is so thick and moisturizing. I really want to get the light one now for the daytime, but I can see why people put this under their makeup as well, because it's got sort of like a tacky sort of like texture to it, which I can imagine like foundation sitting on like really nicely. So I picked this up because, like I say, I've got the wedding in a couple of weeks time, and I'm gonna need in this weather a good primer moisturizing drink for my face before I layer up on the makeup. But yeah, very impressed with that. Absolutely love it so much. But yeah, good little recommendation there. Very much appreciate that. But yeah, if you do have like already sort of like oily skin, or it's not like that dry, then I'd say get the light one, because I'm definitely going to get the light one now. That felt very thick on my face, although it felt really good. I'm gonna head outside now because I want to do like a little sprudeling walk, because I've got some new bits to show you out there, which is so exciting. I've got some new veg coming through. My runner beans, unfortunately, have literally been taken over by bugs, which is really upsetting because I didn't catch them to begin with because I didn't know what they were. But I mean, the whole gardening shebang is a learning game anyway, so we know for next year. I've managed to get some runner beans off and I've left them in place, but I'll show you what I mean outside anyway. I'll go do a little tour of the garden now because I just love it out there. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over how much my ring glistens in the sun. Mark did such an amazing job with this. Like, I don't think it's gonna focus, but I love it so much. It just sparkles. Oh, I love it. It's just so beautiful. But anyway, back to the veg. We actually have corns appearing, which is fun. I think there's another one coming in here as well. I don't know if you can see that. It's right down inside of that bit. I mean, I did give these all a good water this morning, but it is literally like 38 degrees, I think, out here at the moment. So it's a bit of shock to the plants. So I don't know if any of them are going to survive after this. But anyway, these are doing really, really well. I've also got these ginormous spring onions too, which I think are going to be ready soon for me to harvest, because I don't think I've put the soil up high enough, because I've got like that much white bit and then obviously all of this green. So I think next time I need to almost like earth them up to encourage the white bit to grow. But again, another lesson for next year to know. I also harvested a load of my tomatoes yesterday and took those all off of there, and I've made a really, really nice pasta sauce, which I'm planning on having for dinner tomorrow actually, so I can show you that then. And then over here we have loads of cucumbers. Wait, where are they? Loads of cucumbers coming through. I did just get a mini variety, so to be fair, they're probably ready to harvest. I've also got two in the fridge actually that are ready to harvest. I've got this big guy on here. This has been attacked by caterpillars by the look of it. I need to put some more spray on it, but again, I watered this morning, and well, I've been watering it every single day because of the heat, and already the leaves are like super limp, so that one's not looking so bad. But yeah, I don't really know if they're going to survive in this heat. I should probably put them in a bit more of a shaded area, which I'll do now actually. But we've also got the beetroots over here that are doing really, really good as well. I've got some mini ones coming through. It's difficult to see in the sun what you can actually see, but there are some little mini ones coming through there. But my problem is with these runner beans, because it has been completely taken over by, as you can see here, little black, I think they're called aphids, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's been completely taken over. At first, it was literally just like a little bunch of them on a leaf down here. And at that point, I should have just ripped that runner bean leaf off and got rid of it. But I wasn't entirely sure what it was at that point. So I just kind of let it be. And I really shouldn't have done that, because this has just been, I mean, you can probably see how covered it is. It is just sucking the life out of all of these runner beans. They are covered. I mean, there are still beans growing, as you can see. And I mean, I did manage to harvest a big bunch of them yesterday that they didn't manage to cling on to. But I think this is just kind of like a lesson learned for next year to get rid of them, because they are just everywhere. I've tried washing up liquid, I've tried other sprays, I've taken the netting off so that ladybirds can get to it, because oh, actually there's a little ladybird on it just there. But I mean, I would need like a whole colony of ladybirds to come over and have a munch on this. I did also plant out a load of carrots on this side and a load of beetroot on this side, but they didn't get enough water while I was away, and obviously because of the heat they just have not germinated and not come through either. So I think all of those seeds have burnt, but never mind, it's okay. I think due to the weather, it's been a really, really hot summer, and it's just been a bit of a shock, and things are just not going the way that I planned. But like I say, I'm really, really happy the fact that I even managed to get a potato out this year. So yeah. Oh my goodness, also look at this. I got Mark to start, I'm gonna have to go in a second because this is so hot to stand on. I haven't got any shoes on, but I got Mark to start making it seems really early and extra for this. He was basically, we've got so many of these logs down here for the log burner in winter, and they're all just down behind this Wendy house, and Mark managed to fix our chainsaw the other day and started chopping up all of the logs. And then while he was doing it, I'll put some pictures up on the screen here of my inspiration, but I was like, that is exactly what I've been looking at for wedding table, like centerpieces. So I asked him to cut me a load of these down. The smaller ones I would prefer just to sort of like dot about, but these, like these big ones here, I would love to use and put like, I put a sprig of rosemary on it earlier and it looked really nice as well. So like some rosemary, some little fairy lights, a big candle, which I would like to make myself as well, and maybe like a little vase, and then the table number on it. But like I say, I'll put up some pictures on the screen so you can see my inspiration. But I just absolutely love the look of these. Like, we're so much more into like rustic barn sort of vibe for a wedding, but I saw them and they're still quite wet, so I thought, you know what, well, to be fair, in this weather actually they seem to have actually pretty much dried out already, but I thought, you know what, I'll get him to cut them up, because for me, I think it'll be better. There's more down here. Oh, there's a little leftover rosemary. There we go. I had it on there like that and was imagining the candle and everything on it. I thought, you know what, it's going to be better to sort of like have a big wedding box and accumulate bits over time, rather than just all of a sudden have a massive expense in a couple of years' time when we plan to get married. But yeah, that's my little centerpiece idea. Anyway, how pretty are these flowers? I've just been to Morrison's and picked them up, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna buy myself some flowers because they're pretty. I've had this vase on our table for so long and they've not had any flowers in. Hello, Pippi. Oh, cheeky. Guaranteed that they don't fit the vase whatsoever. Like, this is so wide, but this bit is actually really small for flowers. And where it's so deep, I could have done with putting, you can get a little floristry box on Amazon, can't you? Instead of like using chicken wire. Instead of like reusing that, you can get little proper floristry blocks, which I think I will get when I find the right vase. But yeah, I thought, you know what, for £3, they're really, really pretty, and just make the table look a bit prettier too. But yeah, we've got some really nice cards from family. Look at this one. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. We're engaged. Not that I've actually got my engagement ring on right now, because I'm just about to do some cleaning. I have actually just been really good girl and been to the dentist, because how weird is this, right? So for like the past few months, like on and off, I've had like tooth pain right at the back up here. And like even sometimes like it would hurt when I chew, and I was like, what's going on? Like, oh my goodness, I think either my wisdom teeth coming through, I've got some sort of like dirty infection in the back, like something's stuck and I can't get to it. Or yeah, I'm just having this, I don't have a clue what it is. So the weird thing is though, is the reason why I didn't think it was an infection, because it wasn't that painful, like it was bearable. Like I didn't need to take painkillers or anything. Not that I actually even take paracetamol, to be fair. Well, I do, but only like, not really. I'm a bit weird when it comes to tablets. I don't think they actually do anything for me. But anyway, that's a whole different story. I was able just to like get through the pain, and then some days it would completely go. Like it will like happen. Sorry, I keep moving around. I need to pop you up on something, don't I? There we go, that's better. I'm not like jiggling around anymore. But I would get this like, yeah, pain. It would happen for like a day and then it would disappear. And I thought, you know what, this has been sort of like going on and off for like a few months now. I better just go and get it checked, even though I don't have like the pain right now. It was like a couple of days ago, and I thought, you know what, I'll get myself booked into the dentist and we'll go and check it out. Well, I went there, worried, thinking I was going to need like 10 teeth out and it was going to be a big saga and drama. My wisdom teeth would grow in all different directions. I explained that to the dentist, and she did an x-ray and she was like, your teeth look really, really good. They're really healthy. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I was like, I don't understand. What I didn't know, which I actually found really interesting, was at the back, your roots are really close to your sinuses. And she asked me if I suffered with hay fever, which sometimes I do. Like some days I'll have it like really bad, and then other days like it won't affect me whatsoever. I guess it depends as to what pollen's in the air and everything that's going around at the time. But she said it could be to do with your sinuses and hay fever, because when your sinuses flare up, that will then impact your roots and make you think that you have tooth pain, but actually it's just your sinuses. and due to hay fever. And I was like, well, I never knew that. I was like, well, thank goodness I've got really healthy teeth. I was like, that's good to know. But yeah, I just need to take more. What was that? 20p stuck to my arm. How long's that been stuck there for? So I need some more, antihistamines, basically. That's all I need to do. But I'm very thankful and very grateful that my teeth are healthy, thank goodness, and I don't have any sort of infection. When she looked at the x-ray, she was kind of like, I was like, I promise, I promise I'm in pain. Like, I wouldn't just come here without, like, no pain. Trust me, I don't want a random trip to the dentist where it's not like a checkup or anything. But anyway, so I've been to the dentist today and I booked a day off of holiday so that I could have the full day off, and I'm gonna have a bit of a clean now. You're currently sat on top of the flash mop that I've just been to Home Bargains and bought. I went to Home Bargains, picked up a couple of bits from Home Bargains because literally you go in there for a mop and come out with an array of other things. I picked myself up some flowers from Morrison's, and also I picked up some ingredients to pickle my cucumbers, which I'm so excited about. So what I'm gonna do is gonna have a couple of hours. What's the time? It is 3:30 now. Look at my new lock screen. Aww, it's from our engagement, if you didn't know. Literally, I don't know when I'm gonna stop talking about it, so I am really sorry if it's annoying, but honestly, we're just the happiest ever right now. But anyway, it's 3:30 right now. I'm probably gonna do a couple of hours cleaning until like 5:30, watch it get to like 9 o'clock and I'll still be cleaning because I spend hours cleaning. Hours, it takes me so long. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on with cleaning now, and then I'm going to pickle my cucumbers. And also I made a fresh tomato pasta, a fresh tomato sauce from the tomatoes that I grew in the garden the other day, and it's stunning. Like, such a nice tomato sauce. So this evening I'm going to pickle my cucumbers that I've grown in the garden, and I'm going to have a really nice prawn pasta for dinner as well, which all homegrown produce. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I need to crack on with some cleaning.
Hey, I've been dreaming about you. Every night I see you clear as day. It's just something about the way you make me feel, 'cause I can't concentrate anytime you're beside me. Yeah, it's what you do to me. I can barely breathe. Hey, I've been thinking about you and all the words that I'm gonna say the next time that I see your pretty face, 'cause I can't concentrate anytime you're beside me. Yeah, it's what you do to me. I can barely breathe. It's what you do to me, making my head spin in circles. And how you move with your body's giving me purpose.
I forgot I needed to show you my pickles. Oh my goodness, look at these. Look at those. How amazing. I am so proud of myself. Like, I did not believe that I was going to be able to do even like one cucumber, but my cucumbers are going crazy outside at the minute. Like, they are, I think they're just absolutely loving this like sun, bit of rain, me watering them like crazy. They are just like, I've got cucumbers like for days. I'm having them as snacks. I've obviously pickled a full jar of them. Like, this is a big jar of pickles. It's the same size as my head. I think it's a 1 litre. Yeah, it's a 1 litre jar. So in here, I have literally got my cucumbers. I've got some dill. I did like 2 fingers, I think it was, of vinegar. I'm very like, just bung it in, see what works, see what doesn't. So in sort of like vlogs to come, I will put like a actual description of my finalized recipe. But I mean, if these taste nice, then that'll be okay. I mean, it says that it only takes like 24 hours for them to pickle, but obviously you can leave them in there for, I think it's up to like 3 months they'll stay in here, okay? Or is it 3 weeks? That is a really big difference. I'll look into that and I'll pop it up on the screen. But yeah, I've got white wine vinegar I used, water, which is what I filled the rest of the jar up with. I've got some sugar. I did 2 tablespoons in the end. It said use 3. I do really like them quite sweet, but it seemed like a lot when I was putting it in the jar, so I left it as 2. I've got dill, black peppercorns, mustard seeds, and I've got some garlic floating about in there as well. So yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm not going to try any yet. I want to like let them actually pickle a bit more, but they're just sat in the fridge, happy away. And yeah, I just love that I can like just go out into the garden. It's actually Saturday today now, but it was so lovely last night. Yeah, I just can't believe that I can go into the garden. We had homegrown potato mash for dinner. We had some runner beans and sausages and gravy last night for dinner, like a proper just home cooked meal. It was colder last night too as well, so it was all right to have that, because at the moment I'm just craving like salads and fresh dinners and cold dinners. Like as soon as the sun comes out, it's literally like picky teas, isn't it, the win or barbecues. But it was just, yeah, so lovely last night to have all homegrown produce, well pretty much all homegrown produce anyway. It was, oh, I'm just so grateful and so happy about this. But yeah, like I say, it's Saturday now anyway, and I'm actually going to round up this video here. I know I didn't show you my tomato sauce recipe in the end, but I thought, you know what, it might be nicer if we actually, like we did with the pickles, make them together again. So I'm going to put that in the next vlog, because I think I'm going to, well, I'll have it for dinner next week. So I've got my prawns and my pasta and everything, and I actually have a load more tomatoes to harvest as well. So we can do the whole process together in the next video. But yeah, today we are having a massive day in the garden. There is a lot that I want to do out there. I want to sort out my veg patch. I've got loads of weeding to do. We are on a massive like project of getting the grass looking really, really good as well. So that's what we're doing today, and I'm going to do a big spend the day in the garden with me today, because that's what we're up to. So that'll be in the next week's vlog. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and round this up here. I love just chatting with you in this vlog. I just absolutely love it so much. And I'm grateful if you got to the end as well. I hope you enjoyed pickling my pickles with me. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye. Mwah.